Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. How are all my dearest degenerates doing today? Hello. Hello. Hi. Hi. I'm back. I'm back. And this time for something quite special. Um, yeah. Hi. How are all my dearest degenerates doing today? Um, um, yeah. Today, we are doing something quite special. Fear not, for I am here. Today, fear not, for I am here. And, yeah, I'm going to... Today's a very special day. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm a little bit nervous. But that's mainly because I kind of have a fear of that. Well, see, I'm a researcher extraordinaire, as you know, right? And I have a fear that I might lose, but that's preposterous. Hello, but yeah, um, hello, I'm good. Hello, Tib. That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. Um, 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 yeah. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. Um, um, you know what they say, love thy neighbor as thyself. True, true, true. Those are very true words. You're making quite a good point. Um, um, Austin, Austin Couch. Yeah. um, but yeah, I'm kind of a little nervous just because I was going to, I was going to, you know, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I kind of have been saying, I kind of have been getting into the mindset of like, fear not, for I am here. The researcher extraordinaire is here. I will not lose. That streak will never hit. That streak will never hit 0 again. But, but, I mean, if something really obscure comes up, then I might, well, if something that I'm not familiar with comes up, then I might lose. Maybe. No, what am I saying? I won't lose. No. Yeah. Um, the first character is a femboy. Truly, the stream has been blessed. I know, right, Miku Jess? Literally, as I was getting the website ready, I decided, it was on something else previously. I was on something else previously, something completely different, but, but, I clicked the tab. I clicked the little switch or whatever you call it to remove AI results, and to get a more adequate and a more genuine result. And when you do that, it changes. When you do that, it changes who's on screen and gives you a whole different set. And it just so happened that Venti, one of the femboy kings, of and decided to decided to be the first, the first to be the first to be looked and discussed on this stream. Yeah. um, I'm I'm 74% sure it's going to be Venti. Honestly, yeah, I'd be very surprised. But I'd be very surprised if somehow it wasn't. But my diligent researcher brain is saying that yes, it's probably Venti. Really quick though, is the music not too loud? Do I sound okay? I forgot to ask. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Does the music sound okay? Is it not too loud? To can does everything sound okay? Yeah, I forgot to ask that. But yeah, yeah, that's one of the things why I'm kind of nervous, and the other is kind of, I think somebody mentioned in the Discord, but basically I'm afraid of missing one. and also and not getting one right, and also and if not that, then not missing any, and I come across as a degenerate, even though I'm not. I'm sorta degenerate. But yeah, um, um, but yeah, I think we should get started very soon. I think we should get started because who knows how many we can go through. I don't know if we'll go through hard mode though. I'm kind of a side tangent, but there's a hard mode. There's a hard mode where hard mode increases the difficulty by giving you 3 characters to choose from instead of 2, and hiding all post counts. Yeah, I don't know if we'll do that one. We might do that on another stream. But yeah. We might do that on another stream, but just know that, yeah. I thought I should mention it because who knows? Who knows? We might get a little we might get a little bit rambunctious. But then again, you sounds like it's been here longer. Yeah. Okay. Enough. Okay. Enough time wasting. Let's act and well, no, we're not theoretically wasting any time, but I think we should get started and at least start to get through a few of these. Just kind of I think we should get started. Yeah. I think we should get started. But oh, really quick. I know it says best streak 1. I know it says that. The only reason why it doesn't say best streak 0 is because I technically did click 1 and got it right, just to test it out. Yeah. And then after I realized that it didn't go away, I kind of stopped and saved it for stream. But yeah. Anyway, sounds good on my end. Okay. Thank you, Miku Jess. Yeah, music's fine. Okay. Then you know what that means. Time to conduct some research, my dearest degenerates. Let's conduct some research and see where our knowledge stands. Specifically, yeah. Let's see where our knowledge stands. Let's see how much we know about only the most tantalizing of topics. Okay, so, in case you don't know, I actually forgot to explain the rules of this game. In case you don't know, this game is basically a higher or lower kind of game. It's Rule 34 dull. And if you know me, if you know anything about me, you'll know that I'm quite the scholar, quite the advocate, quite the studious expert on Rule 34. Somewhat, but mostly. But yeah, it's basically a higher or lower game where basically you get 2 characters, and one it tells you how many posts there are, and one it leaves completely blank. And the goal of the game is to decide which one has more art, which one has more posts, and in turn, which is more breedable in the eyes of the general internet space. Yeah. Basically, which one would be more likely to be smashed by people. Yeah. Because the more posts, the more likely people would be willing to smash and that kind of thing. But yeah. Anyway. I'm going to say, for this first one, it's venti. Let's be honest here. I'm going to say it's probably venti, just because venti is 1, a femboy, and 2, he's a very well recognized femboy. He's a femboy king in some people's eyes. Yu Yu Hakusho has been around for longer though. But I don't know if I don't know how many people are actually into would consider him smash worthy. Like I feel Venti definitely has way more people who would want to smash, and he definitely seems more breedable in the people's eye, in the internet's eyes. So, yeah, Venti. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Venti. Venti all the way. Venti all the way. What did I tell you? That one was easy. That one was easy. That one was extremely easy. But now we're kind of getting on to a little bit harder. Now, but now it's going to get a little bit tricky. Because now we have Yu Yu Hakusho with 998 posts, all human-made, because I filtered out the AI results, and Nami, League of Legends. I've never played League of Legends, and I honestly don't know. However, I am a researcher for a reason, and I can make studious assumptions. Venti was too easy here, not gonna lie. Yeah, they kind of, that one was a little bit too, that one was a little bit too, unchallenging. But now it is challenging for some people. But for me, with my diligent, studious researcher assumptions, Nami looks kind of like almost like a very scaly mermaid / sea creature. Well, she's a she-woman to an extent. Versus Yu Yu Hakusho, who's been around for a very, very long time. Very, very, very long time, but he only has 998 posts. Keep that in mind. If it affects your choices, this pulls from one specific Western site. I feel like Yu Yu Hakusho would have more art, but it's probably all on Pixiv. Oh, okay. That makes a little bit more sense. But, I mean, don't get me wrong. 998 posts is nothing to scoff at. It's nothing to scoff at. But yeah. I think he's been around since the 80s even, I think. And technically the manga, I think, even longer. But can he go up against Nami though? Probably not. I'm going to go with no? Excuse me while I bow my head in shame. Really? You... Okay. That was a test round. That was a test round. Let's wipe our tears from our eyes. Let's wipe our tears from our eyes. That was a test round. That was a test round. By all accords, by my recent. Okay. The fact that Yu Yu Hakusho won goes against my research, but okay, I'll admit defeat in that one, I guess. Okay. I'll admit defeat in that practice round. Yeah. But yeah, I'll admit defeat in that one. But I assure you, that won't happen again. I assure you that won't happen again. Anyway, with that being said, now we have Bleach. And Shanyun? Shanyun. I'm assuming that's how you say it. I'm so sorry if that's not how you say it. But Shanyun from Genshin Impact or Bleach? Yeah, okay, yeah. I was about to say, that's the entirety of Bleach. That's every character in Bleach. There's no way. There is absolutely no way. That would go against rhyme and reason and logic itself. But yeah, I'm going to scoot over here. Yeah, okay. But now, Shanyun? Again, I'm sorry if that's not how you say it, but Shanyun, or from Genshin Impact, or Min Min, also known as ARMS, I'm guessing, from the video game ARMS, which I've never heard about. I've never heard of the game called ARMS. Have any of you guys, any of you gamers, played the game ARMS? Because I haven't. I've never heard of that. I thought this was Splatoon. I thought this was Splatoon for a second. Like, it looks very Splatoon-like to me, but then I kind of looked at it a little bit more closely, and it's not. I'm going to say Shanyun. Yeah. I was about to say because I've never heard of the game called ARMS, actually. What? That's actually crazy that Yu Yu Hakusho has more than Nami? Yeah, I'm also equally dumbfounded, perplexed. I'm still very much kerfuzzled that the fact that Yu Yu Hakusho had more than Nami. Which again, I didn't know Nami, but I know that a ton of people play League of Legends. Which is why I thought, but I guess I was wrong. Anyway, okay. Anyway, Min Min, again, from ARMS, or this time, Sheik, I think, from Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Now just going off of the information that this is Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and tons of people play Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and I've actually heard of that game. Are you... Okay. Okay, this time for real. This time for real, I was just getting the grip of the mechanic. I was just getting rid of the an understanding of the machinations of how this website worked. Anyway, that, no idea, but who knows anymore. I don't know about this one. That was a bit closer than expected. 1.2 thousand versus 934. Yeah. The last one, yeah. ARMS and Splatoon are both Nintendo stuff from around the same time, yeah. Oh, that makes sense. But still, gosh, what even is ARMS? Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of ARMS in my entire existence of being on this elemental space orb that they call Earth. But yeah, it was just a misinput. Exactly. Exactly. It was just a misinput. Nothing more and nothing less. This is for real. This time for realsies, as they say. Okay. Jun Kazuma. This time we have Jun Kazuma. It might be Jun or Jun. Jun Kazuma from Tekken, the video game. And Rosario. from Genshin Impact. Honestly, I'm going to say Genshin Impact, just because I feel Genshin Impact still has way more of a... I feel Genshin Impact... I feel, in my brain is telling me that between Tekken and Genshin Impact has way more of an active Rule 34 community. So I'm going to say Rosario. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, well this one's a doozy. How? I've seen so much Sheik. I don't know, Miku Jazz. I don't know. Some of these I feel are going against rhyme and reason, but nevertheless we will push on through. Okay. I'm determined to at least reach double digits in best streak. I would say triple digits, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Anyway, again, Rosario from Genshin Impact, or Rillaboom from Pokemon. I've never seen this Pokemon before in my life. I've never seen this Pokemon before. It's clearly one of those like Gen 4, Gen 5 or something like that Pokemon, because I've never seen this before, and I'm more familiar with like Pokemon's generation 1 through like 3. I refuse to believe Rillaboom. I like yeah, it's like no, I refuse to believe Rillaboom could have more than Rosario. Imagine this Pokemon imagine this Pokemon has more Riz, as they say, than Rosario. Anyway, I'm going to say Rosario. And I'm going to close my eyes as I do so. Not because I'm afraid of the answer, but more so because I want it to be a surprise. Okay. We got it. Okay. But still, there are statistically speaking, and from a logistics standpoint, 841 people who would be down to smash Rillaboom. Anyway, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm kind of a little bit relieved more because I can actually maybe get a best streak of 3 this time. So Rillaboom or Mandy from Brawl Stars? Okay, let's think about this theoretically. Let's think about this. Let's think about this logically. How often do you hear somebody talk about how much they would want to smash somebody from Brawl Stars? Now that I think about it, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't Brawl Stars a mobile game? Isn't that a mobile game? Isn't it? Isn't Brawl Stars a mobile game? So let's think about this logically. Do you really think a Pokemon, granted it's Gen 9, I think somebody said it's a Gen 9 Pokemon, but do you really think a Gen 9 Pokemon would want to get smashed less by people than Mandy, who's possibly from a mobile game? Yeah, I'm going to go with Rillaboom. Hello? What? You mean to tell me that more people would want to smash Mandy than Rillaboom? I need to take a drink. That was heavy. Gosh. Okay. Gosh. Gosh. That was not expected. That was not. That one was not calculated by me at all. Okay. Okay. Not even close. Not even close. Not even in the same. Not even in the same. Okay, I'm sorry. I kind of stopped talking, but yeah. Okay, that one was easy. but yeah. I mean, it's very I'm in shock. I'm starting to think this is rigged. No, it's not rigged. It's not rigged. The problem is I'm not focusing enough. Anyway, I'm reading what you guys are saying about Rillaboom, and it's like, we may want to return to Monkey, but hopefully we don't come to Monkey. Anyway. Anyway. I swear we will at least get double digits. I swear, by my Reasearcher honor. However much that is. however much that is. No. I swear that we will reach double digits in best streak, or my name isn't Sorta. Last name Degenerate. Anyway, Juvia Luxor from Fairy Tail, which Fairy Tail has a very, very active Rule 34 community. I know that for a fact. Or Irida from Pokemon. I don't know. Cause I've seen Juvia Luxor many places before. Many places before. Is definitely the Pokemon one. You guys are all saying the Pokemon one. She has the Pokemon buff. Most likely it's going to be Irida. Yeah. Rule 34 it'll giving me knowledge of games I've never seen before. Yeah. Even if we don't, even if we, I mean, I guess that's look, I'm dumbfounded. Let's Irita. No. Okay. I think I'm starting to understand the problem here. I think the problem is I'm thinking too much with my brain, and not too much with lust and chemical reactions. And with lust and chemical reactions. I'm not looking. I think the problem, you know what I think the problem is? I think the problem is I'm thinking too much with my brain and I'm thinking logically. That's the problem. Because when a person is down to goon, that sounded so bad. When a person is on the loose to goon, is on the loose to find material for research, they're usually not thinking all the way straight. They're usually not thinking logically. They're thinking with chemical reactions going on within them. So that's how I need to go about this. Okay, so that's how I need to go about this. So, Ike from Fire Emblem, or Iris from Mega Man. Well, I don't know about you, but I would definitely... I would definitely probably smash Ike. What did I tell you? Is what people would say. Is what people would have said. They would have... I definitely feel more people would have said smash Ike. I didn't even know Ike. I've never played Fire Emblem, but I feel that more people would have probably wanted to smash Ike. And look at that. Anyway, good afternoon, our mad researcher. Oh, hello, Ultra Game Wizard. Hello. We're conducting research. Yeah. We're conducting research, showing how much we know in tantalizing subjects, and also acquiring some bodacious knowledge about series and games that we didn't know about. Anyway. Gotta start thinking with the other head instead. Exactly. Shoot, we're going about this all wrong. I now realize we made a miscalculation. And that miscalculation is that we're thinking logically. So, thinking purely with chemical reactions. Would people want to smash Iris from Mega Man or Alphys from Undertale? Now, I don't know about you, but I've played Undertale, and I know that someone that people definitely wish they could smash is not this. Well, I don't know this character, because I technically didn't get that far in the game, but the person, the one that they want to smash... The one that people want to smash more often than not is not this. Is not this one. So I'm going to pick... Really? Oh my gosh. Okay, I mean... Okay, I mean, I won't question it. Well, I won't judge the 3,000 people that would like to smash Alphys, but sure. I guess. I'm learning, but things I didn't know. Anyway, Alphys? Gosh, golly gee. Undertale got so much that the dev tried to push a separate art tag to keep the smut separated. Oh. Okay, well that one was just me underestimating the fan base. That one was just me underestimating the fan base of Undertale. And anyway, it's the Undertale buff. Anyway, so, whew. Okay. This one's quite a doozy because it's a whole series. Red Dead Redemption, as in the entirety of Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, and all the characters in it, or Score Bunny. Now see, a normal person, a normie, would probably say Red Dead Redemption. But see, they clearly don't know Pokemon. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, mere exposure effect. Yeah. I think it's Score Bunny. It was Score Bunny. It was Score Bunny. I've seen this Pokemon enough times to know that there was no way that Red Dead Redemption stood a chance in terms of Rule 34 art when going up against a Score Bunny. You know, I had the intuition. Anyway, but now we have to decide. Gentlemen, ladies, men, women, everybody, people, researchers, scientists, we have to decide. Score Bunny or New 13 from BlazBlue? I've never played BlazBlue, but I know that tons of people play it. I know that it has a very, very active player base. Anyway, yeah, but it's Red Dead Redemption. All of the possible franchises, I think it's on the lower side. Yeah. I mean, you know, I think the reason why Red Dead Redemption doesn't have as many is because, well, one, it's kind of based in a kind of realism, you know, and people like fantasy more than realism when it comes to the 34 rule. But also, I feel not every character is going to have Rule 34 art. But there was art made immediately after Score Bunny. Wait, but there was art made immediately after Score Bunny was shown. I think Score Bunny's evolutions are in the top 10 I see from Pokemon, but I don't see Score Bunny itself much. Internet is thirsty for women. Red Dead Redemption is popular, but it's full of crusty old men. Yeah. yeah. Like, yeah. That's true. That is very true, Miko Jazz. That is very true, Miko Jazz. Like, you're going to find more men than anything in Red Dead Redemption. And not just any men. Men with grime and dirt. Because this is the Wild West, after all. But, I'm getting sidetracked. What do you guys think? I'm asking you guys, my researchers, my degenerates, what do you think? Score Bunny or New 13 from BlazBlue? Because I don't know, you know? I don't know. Unless, you know what? I'm going to take a gamble. And I'm going to say Score Bunny. Yeah, okay. New 13 or Lucy Heartfilia? New 13 or New 13 from BlazBlue with 146 posts. 146 people who would be willing to smash. And a one against Lucy Heartfilia from Fairy Tail. Are you... Yeah, exactly. 7,012 posts. 7,012 posts with 7,012 human posts. Wow. And yeah. Oh, it's definitely Lucy. As soon as I saw her face, because I don't watch Fairy Tail or really know of anything about it, but I have seen the characters, and as soon as I saw her face, I was like, oh yeah, no, it's over. It's over. We're entering into big numbers now with this one. Okay, so anyway, don't even know what BlazBlue is. Yeah, neither did I, but I know that it does have an active player base. but clearly, with 7,012 posts, I think Lucy won. I think that's very clear. I think that's very clear. I think that's very clear. Can it stand up against Kane, though, from League of Legends? Absolutely. Are you kidding? That's 7,000. Are you... Hello? Are you kidding? That's like saying, that's like asking if an explosion from like dynamite could that's like comparing the explosion of dynamite to like a quantum blast. Obviously it's going to be Lucy, but Kane from League of Legends or Hine from Dragon Ball. I've never seen this character before. Anyway, I only ever see the same 2 or 3 BlazBlue characters. Gone. Your Honor? League of Legends. Death. Hine. That was a close one. That was too close. That was too close for comfort. That was too close for comfort. 712 posts and 616 posts. Okay. I guess, sure. I'm dumbfounded. I'm perplexed. I'm very perplexed. I'm very perplexed. I thought because Dragon Ball, you know? I thought because Dragon Ball, surely one would think, theoretically, that they had the makings of a winner. Of somebody with more smashes, with more posts, but no, I guess not. And now we have to decide between Per Ugly with 620 posts or Tanya from Mortal Kombat. Anyway, what I'm learning is your gut or other part is right now than your brain. Yeah, okay. I did it again. See, actually, I'm so used. In my defense, I'm so used to thinking with my brain when met by research material that I kind of forgot a little bit to factor. What would other people feel? What would other people think when met with these two options? Like, think about it, right? If a person gives you these 2 photos and asks you, which one would you like to smash? Obviously, you're gonna say Tanya. No? You mean to tell me? Okay. Now I'm mad. You mean to tell me that more people would be willing to smash Per Ugly, a Pokemon that literally has ugly in its name, than Tanya from Mortal Kombat? Also, I'm not calling the Pokemon ugly. That's just his name, but it's a funny coincidence. But you mean to tell me that people would rather smash a cat more than Tanya? And granted, I guess Pokemon is probably way more popular, but gosh. Gosh. I'm losing my mind. So okay, now we have a VTuber. Now we have a VTuber on the screen that isn't me as It literally has ugly in the name. How is there over 600? I know, right? I don't understand it. I'm going insane. More insane than I actually am already. More insane than I am already. But... okay, calm down. That is insane, though. That is ludicrous. I don't know. Who are these 600 people? Who are these 600 people that would rather smash a cat over Tanya? By comparison. But... anyway, this is like Family Feud. Agreeing with people is more important than being right. I guess so. It definitely seems like, I guess, it definitely seems a little bit like it. A little bit like that. Anyway. I need to take a drink. That one was also very, gosh. Okay. Next. We have another VTuber on the screen, besides me, versus Nifty from Has-Been Hotel. No, this one is quite a doozy, and it's quite kind of tricky. Hello? How are you doing? Oh, hello, Noobs in Combat Grunt. I'm doing good. I'm doing alright. A little bit flabbergasted, I might be so bold as to say, because, yeah, this game is a doozy. We're playing, Rule 34, Rule 34 DLE, or however it's pronounced. Yeah. I kind of have been getting some wrong, but in my defense, some of them absolutely go against rhyme and reason and logic. Anyway, yeah. Right now we're currently restarting again after 600 people after an ugly cat, literally in the name, had more posts than a character from Mortal Kombat named Tanya. Anyway, I still can't let that go. That is insane, but that is ludicrous. But anyway, what do you guys think? Silvervale or Nifty from Has-Been Hotel? See, this is tricky. This is tricky for many reasons. This is tricky because one, I don't know this VTuber personally, but I know that and definitely not, I know that she has a absurd amount of, I know that she has an absurd amount of Rule 34 art. I know she's definitely one of the I know she's definitely one of the independent VTubers with like the most. I know that for a fact. But does she have more than Nifty? And does she have more than Nifty though? Because I know that Has-Been Hotel has a very active community in Rule 34. I'm going to say Nifty. Really? See, again, I did it again. I did it again. I thought logically with my brain instead of lust and chemical reactions. I need to stop doing that for this game. I need to stop thinking reasonably in this game. And start thinking more along the lines of like, if you gave these two photos to somebody, Which would they more likely than not be willing to smash? Yeah. In the end, it ended up being the VTuber with a lot of Rule 34 art. But 1,413, I think. Anyway. Anyway. My highest streak is 7 because for whatever reason some random gorilla from some random obscure franchise had more posts than Rappy from Goddess of Victory Nikkei. Let that sink in. Huh. That's kind of funny. But gosh. The fact that a random gorilla from an obscure franchise had more than one of the women from Goddess of Victory Nikkei. Goddess of Victory Nikkei is crazy. That's very. It must have been a very old game then. It must have been a very, very old game then. If that's the case, because wow. It must have been around for a very long time and must be extremely beloved by people. but yeah. But yeah. 5K is a lot. It is a lot. It is a lot. It is a lot. Uzumaki, Boruto, or Honey the Cat from Sonic the Hedgehog comic and video game. So she didn't even, Honey the Cat didn't even come out in any of the shows. So that alone, not to mention 5,000 is a pretty big number. I'm going to pick Boruto. Okay. We have another VTuber on the screen that isn't me. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If Honey the Cat from Sonic the Hedgehog, who came out in comics and video games, didn't even come out in any of the shows, has more than Takanashi Kiara, one of a very, very big VTuber. If she has more than Kiara, I'm going to slam my desk. Okay. Oh, no, okay. I had a feeling. I had a feeling because I had a feeling. There was no. I thought there's no way. There's no way that she has more than Kiara. Kiara of all people. Of all people. With Nikkei, you almost get the Project Melody problem, where the original is so lewd, you don't need to make more. Oh. Also, if you don't know what Nikkei is, it's fine. No, I know what it is. I know what Goddess of Victory Nikkei is. I've seen it. I've never played it, but I've seen it. I've also seen some dojins of it, but that's besides the point. But I know what it is. It's a gacha game. It's a shooting. What's the name of that? It's a shooting cover action shooter gacha game with very, very hot women. And I know that, with very, very hot art. Very, very enticing art, I mean. But yeah, I tried to, and what? Enter? It's probably Kiara again. It's probably Kiara again. You're probably right, Tib. Because I know that there's a lot of people that like Zebstrika. Zebstrika. But I don't know if more than Kiara. And then 2000 is a very big number. Just barely. Just barely. Melody gets so confused how Zentreya has more than her on this game. Oh. Huh. Are you guys talking about Project Melody? Are you guys talking about Project Melody as in... Cause I kind of read that you guys are talking about Project Melody. And how I'm assuming that's what you meant. Her first model was like so lewd that they kind of weren't able to make anything more lewd. That's quite an interesting little thing. If that's actually the case. I actually did not know about that. I didn't know that I didn't know that I did not know that. But I mean I didn't know that I didn't actually, now that I think about it, wait, Project Melody has less than Zentreya, which I've not saying anything, but I know Zentreya has also a very insane amount of Rule 34 art. I know that for a fact. But yeah. That's actually quite crazy, considering the fact that Project Melody was like one of the first VTubers to kind of push the limits of VTuber content. We can put it that way. But yeah. Okay, this one's probably Zebstrika. Then that was way too close. Then again, people seem to really like drawing horses. Cough, cough. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay, come on now. Okay. There's no way. My dearest degenerates, there is no way. Okay, yeah. Okay, you guys are going to have to help me with this one, because as much as I would say Korone, something tells me this one has an absurd, a preposterous amount of Rule 34 art. Something tells me this character has a ridiculous amount of Rule 34 art. Something tells me. I have this sneaking suspicion, and I'm going to follow it. Yeah, 5,000. What in gosh dang insanity is this? What in gosh dang insanity is this? And what? Huh? Lucamine from Pokemon with 5,561 posts versus Duolingo, a language learning app. What? I didn't even know that was a thing. This is all new territory. I didn't even know there was Duolingo Rule 34 art. I didn't know that was a thing. There's no way it's not Pokemon. Yeah, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. okay, the fact that Duolingo, a language learning app, somehow by some very odd decision of people, has 1,380 posts. That is like 1,000 more than I thought it would. That is like 1,000 more than I thought it would have. I thought at most it would maybe have like, I don't know, 20 or something. But I seriously thought that it would only have like maybe 20 or something. Oh, I'll be surprised if Duolingo has more than 10. Exactly, Tib. I thought, like I said, that it would have no more than 20, but no, apparently 1,380 posts exist. And I'm not going to lie, I think for the sake of research, I might look into that after stream, but Duolingo, again, a language learning app versus Sojourn from Overwatch. It's Overwatch. It's always Overwatch. Fair enough. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Okay. You mean to tell me Duolingo has more posts on Rule 34 on Rule 34 than an Overwatch character? What sense does that make? I'm going insane. Oh. Oh gosh. I can't imagine the plot of Duolingo. The Duolingo owl was a meme for a while, and memes punch high on this site. Gosh dang it, I forgot to factor in memes. I forgot to factor in meme influence. Well, yeah. Well. What sense does that make? Anyway, okay. This one. This one's just kill it. This one's just kill a kill. Let's be honest, all right? Let's be honest. Before I got into Pokemon, my friends who are into Pokemon said that barely anyone even likes this Pokemon. So yeah, it's kill a kill. It's kill a kill, and this one's definitely Spy X Family because, hello. Exactly. 10,854 posts. Okay. Let me calm down. I'm getting too excited. I'm getting rambunctious. But still, that is a huge number. 10,854 human-made posts because I filtered out the AI results. That's crazy. That's... Oh, wow, it's so big. Anyway, okay, guys, I'll be back in a minute since I just heard a gunshot. Oh, a gunshot? Okay. Oh, it's kill a kill, by the way, since it's 10. Okay, well, one, stay safe, noobs in combat, grunt, wherever you may happen to be. Stay safe. But it's not a hen. It's not a hen with a tie. It's just very suggestive and very fan servicey. very fan service. They dabble in the fan service heavily, but There's just a new Superman cartoon with a cute Latina Lois. I bet lowest has 5,000. Yeah, you know, I think Lois Lane might have a pretty good amount of posts, but not enough to top Spy X Family. That, no, not enough to top that. Okay, guys, help me out. Help me out, because I feel like this is going to be a very close one. Lois Lane with 2,238 posts, or Mina Mahabala from Dragon Quest IV. Anyway, I'm fine. I'm fine. The garbage can just fell down. It's very windy here. I live in Canada. We don't have that many shootings. We don't have that many shoots here, and never in my neighborhood. Oh, okay. I just got a little worried because you said a gunshot, and I was like, huh? I was like, okay, but that's good. Yeah, that's good. Glad it was just a simple trash can being silly and falling over because of the wind. Chat is very lively today. I love it. Yeah, you guys are very, you guys are being very, yeah, it's great. You guys are chatting up a storm. You guys are talking up a storm. I don't know. But yeah, you guys are voicing your guys' knowledge on this. And that's why I need you guys to help me out. Do you guys think it's Lois Lane, or do you think it's Mina Mahabala? Because I think it could be a close one. Yeah, we're active because we're backseating. That's fair. But to be honest, this is kind of one of those games where backseating is encouraged. Because there still is a very good chance that backseating might not even let you win. There's a very good chance that backseating might not actually make you win. Anyway, I'm going to go on a limb and just say it's Lois Lane because, yeah. You know what? I probably should do my schoolwork. Also, I'm not chronically on the internet, so I really don't know what would have more Rule 34. Oh, okay. Well, that's fair. That's fair. I hope you can get I hope you can do that schoolwork efficiently, effectively, and extremely fast. Like I hope you do that schoolwork so fast that the second you touch the paper with like a pencil, or press a key to start work, or however you happen to do it, it just whoosh, done. I don't know. I'm babbling nonsense again. I think it's because I'm trying to stall time because I'm afraid more than anything that Outlast is here. We'll have more than Mina Mahabala. Okay. Also, okay, realistically speaking, who's actually looking up Outlast on Rule 34? Like, who actually wants to see that? Who's actually trying to see that? Yeah, I'm going to go with... Okay. Yeah, why am I surprised? Okay. You really don't have to be into My Little Pony to know that. Yeah, that seems about right. that seems about right. 20,298 posts for for is crazy. That feels excessive, but yeah, that seems about right. But very excessive. But you know, that's cool. That's all right. You know, I'm not going to question it. But yeah, um, um, it's probably the franchise. This one's easy, and I'm trying to get him to win. I'm trying not to outright backseat, just share what I know of the stuff. Hmm. And I very much appreciate it. But, and I very much appreciate it because, yeah. Um. hmm. 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 It's still Rainbow Dash? Yeah. What are the odds that Lulu from Final Fantasy is going to have more than 20,200? Is going to have 20. What are the odds that Lulu is going to have 20,299 posts? That's just not going to happen. That is a very tall number to try and beat. Now this one though, Lulu from Final Fantasy or Dr. Ratio from Honkai Star Rail. Ooh, we have an MMORPG versus a gacha game. One one of my favorite research sites actually uses the ponies as part of the capture system. They will always win. Yeah, I didn't know it would be that much, but I knew it was going to be a lot, especially because it's a Rainbow Dash, and I don't know My Little Pony at all, but I've heard the name Rainbow Dash more times than I can count. So, anyway, it's Lulu. It should be Honkai Star Rail, but it suffers from the same thing Nikkei does. Yeah. I actually played Honkai Star Rail, and I don't see this character getting very many. Yeah, that seems about right. 801 posts. 801 human-made posts. But now it's a little bit more but now, what do you guys think? Dr. Ratio from Honkai Star Rail versus Zenobia from Fate. Fate Grand Order. Wait, Fate Grand Order. Isn't this from is Fate? Isn't that where one of the other femboy kings is from? Astolfo? Isn't it that one? Because if so, okay. I clearly underestimated. Overestimated this character. I saw Fate and I thought, there's no way. There's absolutely no way that Honkai Star Rail has more than Fate. Fate has been around for longer, and has a ridiculous amount of stuff. Like there's an absurd amount of Fate lore and stuff. There's no way, but clearly I overestimated. Hello. Oh, hello. Halabarka. Hello. We're playing the Rule 34 game, and so far we have a best streak of 7. And the only reason why we don't have a best streak of like 700 is because some of these defy rhyme and reason. And yeah, and I'm kind of, so as a result, I'm kind of trying to not think too much with my brain, and I'm kind of trying to look at this from a perspective of, if somebody gave you these two things and asked you, and asked you, what do you think people would want to smash more? What do you think people consider more breedable? then 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 pick that. Yeah, I kind of yeah, some have been very surprising. Some have definitely dumbfounded me. But yeah. Like this this one's pretty easy though. This one's pretty easy, let's be honest. King Yi, I think, I'm so sorry if that's not how you pronounce it, but King Yi from Zenless Zone Zero versus the entirety of Attack on Titan. I mean, come on. Come on. Oh, okay. But the Honkai Star Rail is big, but I've never seen that character before. But then again, it's a dude. Oh, yeah. It's always Fate Grand Order? It's always Fate Grand Order. Wait, what? Yeah, I'm equally surprised. Yeah, I'm still equally surprised that a character I've never seen from Honkai Star Rail has more posts than a character from Fate Grand Order. I still can't let go of the fact that Duolingo had more than, I don't even remember what it had, but it had more than like an actual video game character. Okay, but I haven't seen that character from Fate. Fate stuff is on the JP sites except for the biggest characters like Astolfo and Saber. It's Attack on Titan. Again, ZZZ suffers from Zenless Zone Zero suffers from Nikkei syndrome, where the base game is so loot that you don't need more. Oh, that's what you guys are talking about at one point. Okay. Anyway, Attack on Titan or Houndoom. Now this one is going to hurt me a little bit. To click, and that's because Houndoom here is one of my favorite Pokemon. For those that don't know, Houndoom is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. But I know that he probably is not going to win this fight against the literal franchise, the literal titan of a series that is Attack on Titan. Yeah, it's not. It's Attack on Titan just because it's a whole franchise. Yeah, if it were actually no. If it were a very obscure character from Attack on Titan, maybe he would stand a chance. But because it's the entire franchise, yeah, there's no way. And unfortunately, he can't stand up against Yu Takayama. Yu Takayama. I've never watched My Hero Academia, but I've seen insane levels of art of this character floating around, so yeah. I'm actually not even mad about that one. Houndoom, with 3,041 human posts, has more than Yu Takayama with 2,140 posts. Yeah. Honestly, I am not even mad at that one. My favorite Pokemon just won. Hang on, I feel like Mountain Lady would win, but most of it isn't tagged with her actual name, just Mountain Lady. Called it. Oh, are you saying Miko Jess that she probably does have a lot of art, but it's probably labeled with like her hero name or whatever instead of like her actual name? That makes sense. Yeah, because that's actually a pretty low number. Oh, okay. Okay, this one's a doozy. I'm not on the internet enough, so I don't know what people make. Yeah, you're probably right, Miku Jess. You probably are very right. there probably is an insane amount of art, but it probably has her hero name instead of her actual name. Okay, let's think about this one. Actually, no, let's not think about this one because thinking has not worked today. Do you guys think that Tony Chopper with 2,151 posts has more than Creeper from Minecraft? Let me tell you. I technically have seen Creeper Rule 34, but even then it's not much. I'll be surprised if it has over 100. 982 posts. 982 Rule 34 posts. Wow, that's actually more than I thought. Helm is about which has more okay, which one has more posts? Creeper? Oh, I hate that. Well, I hate that they mislabeled the Creeper. Because if you'll notice, it says Creeper Minecraft, but then right below it, it says Fortnite video game. Huh? That is very Huh. Okay. I'm concerned. I'm very concerned. Oh, this one's definitely Zangoose. Yeah. You put a Pokemon against a Minecraft creeper. Yeah. Unless it's like a very obscure Pokemon, it's probably going to win. Oh boy. Zangoose versus Fiona Fox. Now, from Sonic the Hedgehog comics and video games. Now, I don't know Sonic that well, like, outside of, like, the shows, but this definitely seems like a character that people would make some very spicy art about. Yeah. Yeah. Some very, very yeah. This seems like something that would have a lot of spicy art about them. Gosh. But it's not, you know, it's not one of those characters like, what's that one character from Sonic the Hedgehog that everyone likes? Ruby, I think. That one bat creature lady. She's not that popular. I would imagine. I wouldn't imagine Fiona Fox to be as popular as that one. Or is it Rubat? I forget what that character is called. But I don't think Fiona Fox is that popular. And that being said, I don't think she's that more popular than Zangoose. Probably. Rouge the Bat. Yeah, Rouge the Bat. That one. Yeah, I don't. I'm going to take a leap of faith and say it's Zangoose again. Yeah. 5,000 is a very big number. Oh gosh, we have another My Hero Academia. And this one is with the actual name. Not the hero name again. I don't even know Fiona Fox. Yeah, neither do I. Neither do I. I've never heard of these of this character, mainly because this character, by the looks of it, only came out on the comics and video games, and not on the actual shows themselves. Um, that being said, I think she might win. Only because, again, they didn't have they have a My Hero Academia character, which you would think would win, but they have the actual name and not the hero name. I just looked up Fiona Fox on normal Google and I got not explicit Rule 34, but just that kind of fan art. Oh. That's actually really neat. that's actually kind of, imagine if Fiona Fox, her whole Rule 34 page or link or like her whole Rule 34 like thing was just tag was just nothing but safe for work art. I was wrong about the hero name thing, sorta. I checked. Oh. Tora got a lot once we finally saw her face for the first time. Wait, you actually... Wait, you checked? You checked, Miku Jess? I just checked and know she's tagged down correctly. I just overestimated Mountain Lady. Oh, okay. Well, then in that case... I was actually right. I was actually right. That's... Wow. I was actually right. And Fiona Fox did in fact have more than Hagakure Turo visible. Still, that's very surprising. Only 556 posts. I would expect way more, but then again, she is invisible, so yeah, it kind of makes it a little hard. Okay, this one I feel is very close. This one I feel is a little too close for comfort. Because these are two that I feel have a lot of art. Jinx from League of Legends, the video game. Keep in mind that there was a League of Legends show that I completely forgot the name of. That I kind of completely forgot the name of, but I know it was very, very popular. When it was out. When it first came out. Versus Grusha from Pokemon. It's always League of Legends. Yeah, I'm going to go with Jinx just because that is a very, very high number to pass. That is a very high number to pass. And as much as an advantage most Pokemon characters kind of have, I've never heard anyone talk about Grusha. The show is quite popular, could be Jinx. Yeah, it was Jinx. Yeah. Like, again, I kind of was like, there's no way. 7,000 is a very high number to pass. Now. Grusha from Pokemon versus Historia Rice from Attack on Titan. Both anime and manga. Just the fact that it's Attack on Titan alone. Yeah, okay. I was going to be very surprised if I was going to be very extremely surprised if somehow Grusha had more. Okay. I just realized crap, wait. It's Attack on Titan. Yeah. Crap, I just realized I'm watching the stream 20 seconds before. Oh yeah, yeah, be careful with that because be careful about that because I think you can go back on my streams while they're live. So, yeah. So yeah, every now and then it's like kind of good to like kind of fast forward all the way to the end just to kind of make sure that you're like just to make sure that you're kind of actually at the part that's currently at the part that's currently happening. I do that sometimes when watching a stream every now and then. Anyway, Historia Rice with 1,401 human posts, definitely not a number to scoff at, versus, look at that, another VTuber, Hime Hajime. Hime Hajime versus Historia Rice. Historia Rice versus Hime Hajime. This is actually kind of tricky because, see, I know Hime Hajime has Rule 34 art. I've seen it. And technically, I'm pretty sure it's public information. Otherwise, how would I know about it? But this VTuber is not only a VTuber, but they also were just a normal, I guess an IRL anime and manga content creator before they became a VTuber. But actually, I don't even know if Hime Hajime is even VTubing anymore. I haven't seen her in like a very long time. So I actually don't even know if Hime Hajime is even VTubing still. I know that she's absolutely adored for very obvious reasons by booba enjoyers. but does she have more than Historia Rice though? Once again, I looked up Hime and I got that kind of fan art. Again, not explicit, but yeah. Gosh. Okay. I'm going to take a gamble and say it's Historia Rice, only because I have seen Hime Hajime's stuff purely for research and out of curiosity, like a long time ago. So, and it wasn't more than 1,000, and I have not seen her. I have not seen Hime Hajime around. I mean, probably because I'm not looking. It could be she's around, and I'm just ignorant to the fact. But yeah. Okay. 112 human made push. Definitely nothing to scoff at. But yeah, I don't know if it'll have more than Junkrat though. Junkrat from Overwatch. You know, are any of you guys are any of my dearest degenerates into Overwatch? Can any of you tell me if it's Overwatch in this instance? Or, well, because something tells me that it is. Because it's Overwatch. And even, but, it's Overwatch, it's always Overwatch? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Even though I know Junkrat of all characters is probably not the most liked. As in, like, he's probably not the one with the most art, but still, it is Overwatch. It is Overwatch. Also, Junkrat or Wooloo. Yeah, no, there's Wooloo all the way. Wooloo's definitely going to win Junkrat. Oh boy. What do you guys think? Wooloo from Pokemon? Or Nurse Joy from Pokemon? What do you guys think people would more than likely want to smash? Junkrat, not because he's the focus, but because he's something the dude for when the girls are doing something with someone. He's sometimes the dude for when the girls are doing something with someone. Oh, yeah, I get what you're. I understand. I understand clearly, but please don't be Wooloo. Please don't be Wooloo. Please, 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 please. Yeah, it's Nurse Joy. It's Nurse Joy. Definitely Nurse Joy. Yeah, it turned out to be Nurse Joy. But see, now we have another difficult one, my dearest degenerates. Nurse Joy, or Sayori, from Doki Doki Literature Club. This one's a doozy. This one is very hard. I'm not even. This one is very difficult. This one is quite. My brain is like close to short-circuiting because it's like, which one? Yeah, this one or this one? This one or this one? This one? This one? This one? This one? Wait, what? How is it that close? Was it really close? I actually didn't. Oh, right, because Wooloo had like 900, and Nurse Joy has 1,136. That is pretty close. That is actually okay. That is really close. Golly gee. It's 1,000. That's it. I like how flabbergasted my dearest. I like how flabbergasted you guys are. You guys are like 1,000. That's it. Well, keep in mind that the AI results are being factored out, but still, it's not bad. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 plus. That's pretty good. It's Sayori. I've actually seen Rule 34 of Sayori while I was just scrolling. Oh, Sayori definitely has 2,000. It's probably Sayori. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. 4,000. You guys were very close. You guys were very close, somewhat. Just double it, and yeah. Sayori, coming in with a whopping 4,167 human posts. versus Meowscles from Fortnite. There's no way, right? There's no way. There's actually no way that... Okay, I got scared for it. I kind of got a little scared there for a bit, because I thought, what if... I saw the numbers climbing and I was like, wait. And no, okay. It's still Sayori. Oh. I personally don't love yanderes, but I'm an outlier. Wait, Sayori is a yandere and people like yanderes. I personally don't love yanderes, but I'm an outlier. Also, I need to make it clear that I was not looking for Sayori Rule 34. Yeah, that's what we all say. That's what we all say. No, I totally wasn't looking at so-and-so Rule 34. I was... I just so happened to get lost and I found myself there. Yeah, it's perfect. It's fine though. What won't be fine though is if somehow Janna Windforce from League of Legends has more than Meowscles. But then again, he does have those Meowscles. Sorta doesn't need to be Sorta. Doesn't need to be now, but before the stream ends. I'm curious to see you... Oh. I'm curious to see you try the daily challenge. Everyone gets the same one. We can compare. Tib, Noobs, and I all did it already. Huh. So... Wait. Oh, because it's daily. I was like, how is it all the same for everybody? Oh, because it's daily. Okay. Okay. We'll hopefully try and reach 10. And we'll hopefully try and reach 10 or 10, and maybe then after we'll do it. Or we'll see. But yeah, we can do that. We can do that just to see. We can do that. we can do that. But then again, 2,000 though. And then, yeah, you know, I feel, looking at this now, I feel people would definitely want to smash a very big, buffly, well-toned cat man than, Jana Windforce. So yeah, it's that. Okay. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Jana Windforce with a whopping 864 human posts, or Catherine from Fire Emblem. Something tells me it's Catherine, but I'm not sure. What do you guys think? What do you dearest degenerates think? No, I'm serious though, I was looking for something else. Not Sayori though. Right. Yeah, right. Meowscles is a heck of a name. It is quite a doozy of a name. Very well fitting though, but yeah. Very, very, very well fitting, but I'm going to be very upset if what do you guys think? Are there any gamers in among you guys that has played Fire Emblem that you guys are that you guys are reasonably confident that it's Catherine? Because something tells me that it is, but then that's what I thought. But then that's what I thought previously, and then it turned out no, it didn't. No, it didn't. It's like this could have 864, and you would think this one would have like 1,000 at least, but no. Then it turns out to have like only like 100. Catherine. Yeah. I think it's Fire Emblem just because I know it's popular. Yeah, and see, the thing also is this looks way more captivating, like the design of it, than this. Like if you gave me these two photos, I'd want to look at this one curiously. Like I'd want to look at this one more curiously. So, I feel this one is probably it. Are you kidding? Okay. I mean, okay. We're back down to 0. We're back down to 0. Maybe we can do the daily challenge now. Yeah, just to kind of take a break from the streak one. How does the daily challenge work actually, now that I think about it? Is it just you get one shot and that's kind of it? Or let's see. Let's research. How to play daily challenges. Well, how to play daily challenges. Welcome to Rule 34 Daily Challenges. Here's how it works. 10 rounds. You'll play exactly 10 rounds of tag comparisons. New tag each round. Each round features 2 completely new tags. No franchise tags. Make your choice. Click on the tag you think has more posts. Track your progress. Green squares correct, red squares incorrect. Same for everyone. Everyone gets the same 10 rounds each day. 1 chance per day. Come back tomorrow for new challenges. No, daily challenges might be a bit unstable around midnight UTC. Okay, so it's 10 rounds. 10 rounds. 10 rounds. Each round features 2 completely new tags, no franchise tags. Click on it. Oh, okay, so it's literally just basically what we've been doing, but just 10. But just 10. And you kind of get a score with green squares and red squares. You can do it. I got every third one and the last one wrong. Okay. Okay, for this one, I'm going to focus. I'm going to, as they say, lock in. I'm going to lock in. The locking in is happening now. I'll not backseat since I already did this. Okay. Okay. It's my time to shine. Alright, okay. It's my time to shine, and my time to, it's my time to shine and my time to show how I am the researcher extraordinaire. Yeah. Okay. Vegeta from Dragon Ball versus Vex, League of Legends. See, Vegeta has a lot of people that like him, but I feel that Vegeta has more people that like him, as in they think of him as a rather cool person, more so than smash him. Like, I feel people like Vegeta, but not so much to smash him, just because they like him. And Vex. And Vex. Which, I don't know League of Legends, and I don't know Vex, but there's just something about that look that makes me think it's Vex. No? I underestimated Vegeta. That won't happen again. That won't happen again. Pyra from Xenoblade or Illaoi from League of Legends. If it was Bulma or Pan, if it was Bulma or Pan or something, it would be more difficult. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, if it was Bulma, it would have definitely been Bulma. But, okay, but you have to remember Vegeta has a wife. Oh. Gosh. Okay. Watch my genius unfold with this next one. Huh. Yeah. Okay. Renamon from Digimon versus Hutao from Genshin Impact. Digimon has been on the rise lately. That being said, I don't imagine very many people would want to smash Renamon versus Hutao. So, yeah. 30,000? 30,000! 30,000! 30,000 posts! What? What? 30,000 posts. That was more than Rainbow Dash. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow, everyone must think that smashing that Digimon must feel amazing. Everyone must think that smashing that Digimon is like smashing, is like, I, my brain is short-circuiting. Okay, 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 okay. 30,000 though. 30,000. Okay, okay. Haru Okumura from Persona 5 versus, I'm so sorry if I mispronounce it, Ymir or Shingeki no Kyojin from Attack on Titan. Oh god, these are two very big franchises. Ymir? No. Okay. Dr. Eggman or Withered Chica? Just off of how people regard Chica. Really? Okay. 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 I'm locking in now. I'm as they say, locking in. Okay. Ashley WarioWare from WarioWare, the video game series, or Cleopatra from Fate Grand Order. I don't hear anybody talking about WarioWare, so yeah, obviously it's gonna be Cleopatra. When I'm in doubt, just gauge them by how attractive you think they are. It usually doesn't work, but it's fun. Okay, Renamon is the OG, so many millennials furry awakening. That's it, yeah. That'll do it. That'll do it. That explains everything. That explains everything. That's the only explanation that makes sense for why that Digimon had 30,000. Yeah. The fact that it became many millennials furry awakening. Yeah, no, that makes sense. It all makes perfect sense now. It's no longer a mystery. Yeah. Gosh dang. This one I got right, but unfortunately. Specifically Withered Chica, not just Chica. Oh. Well, I would think, right? I would think that people that like Chica like her in all her states, even if she's withered and old and decrepit. Looking, you know? But this one I got right, but unfortunately, I love Ashley's song, but that's all I know about her, the Pokemon. Helm from Goddess of Victory Nikkei. Or Serena. Nikkei? No. Okay. Okay, I still have three spots. I still have 3 places. Okay. I never hear anybody mention Daredevil. I'm going to be honest. And Sailor Mars. Sailor Mars? Yes, okay. Okay. Fushiguro Megumi from Jujutsu Kaisen or Noelle Holiday? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I imagined that would be the outcome. Oh boy, Eren Yeager. Literally one of the main characters of Attack on Titan. Or Zeraora. Are you okay? I'm at a loss for words. With how with how much people have with how much I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I refuse to believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I I've seen so much. I've seen so many people. I got 3 out of 10. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. I'm I'm going. I only got 3 out of 10. And what's crazy is the fact that I've seen so many people talk about how hot Aaron Yeager is, unless it's another person. Unless it's another character that I confused him for. and yeah, it turned out no. Instead, some random electric Pokemon got it. Got more smashes than he did. Okay. Um, wow, I did better than you. I guess that gauging things of how a lot. Well, I did better than you. I guess that gauging things of how hot you think they are works sometimes. Yeah. Okay. I'm embarrassed. I underestimated Vegeta. I underestimated that one Digimon. I overestimated a Goddess of Victory Nikkei character. Gosh. I know that. Good job. Thank you. Being a main character doesn't give you the power to beat furries. Well, when you put it that way. When you put it that way, it sounds when you put it that way. The thing about Aaron is that a lot of people say he's hot as a joke, but nobody actually thinks he's hot. Gosh dang it. Would that count as I basically got fooled. And I ended up looking like an absolute buffoon in front of all my dearest degenerates. I feel ashamed. I feel... Oh, gosh. Okay, we'll do one more. I think. Let me just remove the AI result. And we'll do one more, I think. We'll do one more round, I think. And see if we can get to double digits. If we do, that'll be my that'll be my redemption. That'll be my redemption if we do. That'll be my redemption if we do. We'll do one more round, and then I think we'll call it. Probably. But yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can get to double digits then. So, Hu Tao, we actually got this character already. Versus Katsuki Bakugo from My Hero Academia. Now, see, I know a lot of people like Bakugo. There's even songs about Bakugo. But can he possibly compete with Hu Tao? I don't think so. Gosh dang it. Okay. That one didn't count. This is the last round. And then yeah. This is the last round. Okay. This one's tough. Oh, dang. Yeah. Yeah. I really hope it's Kanao right here. Gardenia from Pokemon or Tsuyari Kanao from Demon Slayer. Oh, okay, just because it's Demon Slayer, yeah, it's probably yeah, yeah. Just because it's Demon Slayer, it probably is. Tsuyori Kanao from Demon Slayer versus Princess Celestia from My Little Pony. Okay, just because it's My Little Pony, I think it's probably this one. But then again, I don't know how popular this one is. Kanao. Tsuyuri Kanao. My Little Pony boost is real? Yeah. I mean, you saw how much Rainbow Dash had. What's really stopping Princess Celestia from being any different? Yeah, okay. 14,557 human posts. Now, can Princess Celestia beat Baby 5 from One Piece? Probably. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Probably. Oh, isn't this a joyous occasion? Isn't this a joyous occasion? Look at that! We have Baby 5 from One Piece with 90 posts, 90 human posts against Gardevoir, the literal most smashed Pokemon in the entire world. Yeah, that is not even a question. That is easy. That is not even a question. That is not even a question. That is probably the least challenging one yet. That is probably the least challenging one so far all day. And Gardevoir better have at least 40,000. Oh wow, that's less than I thought. Yeah. I thought it would be 100,000. Yeah, that just goes to show just how popular Gardevoir is. She is the most. There are Gardevoir is the most That does just go to show why Gardevoir is the most popular in terms of smashing Pokemon out there. Like I think if I'm not mistaken, on Rule 34, she's technically the most smashed Pokemon of all the Pokemon. But yeah. And also it might be Lash because I technically did remove the AI results. So this is purely human-made art. And yeah. Still a lot though. Still 31,862 posts. And you better believe that's going to beat Sky from Animal Crossing. That's not even a competition. Oh gosh. Sky from Animal Crossing with only 216 posts, or Sasha Browse from Attack on Titan. I personally don't want to smash Gardevoir because Section 160 of the Criminal Code of Canada says I can't. Okay. Okay. Lucario should be number 1. Okay. Or maybe Umbreon should be number 1, you know, for no particular reason. Anyway, honestly, I think it's probably Sasha Browse. Honestly, I think it's Sasha Browse, just because if Sky didn't have the number already displayed, I would probably think that maybe it was Sky. But yeah, I think it's Sasha Browse because yeah, I think yeah. Okay. Okay, okay. Um, um, oh my, OMG, I made it to a stream. Oh, oh, hello. Welcome, Marcy's diary. Oh, Marcy, hi, hello. Hello, Marcy. How are you doing? Everything all right? Everything all right and everything all right and fantabulistic with you? Yeah. Um, we're kind of on the last round though. We're kind of on the last round though. We're getting close to the last round. Like I said that we kind of went. We've already gone through so many, and I kind of yeah, we kind of this was kind of the last one that I was going to do, um, and see if I can maybe get double digits and maybe have a best streak of 10. We would have gotten there multiple times before, but some of these defy rhyme and reason and logic. And I also might have gotten 3 out of 10 on a daily challenge, but we don't need to mention that. We don't need to talk about that. You know, the longer I spend on the internet, the more I realize that I'm pretty much the only Canadian on the internet. Everyone else is European or American. It's a whole series, so it's the series. Lucar is up there with Ranamon, Crystal from Star Fox, Disney's Maid Marians, and Gladget Hackwrench for the Awakenings. I mean, allegedly. Cough, cough. Okay, oh. Okay, Sasha Browse or Yuri on Ice? Everything is great, and my favorite Sasha's on screen, so I can't be too mad. Oh, yeah, Sasha Browse, yeah, yeah, from Attack on Titan. With 616 posts. I'm trying to think so hard about if she would have more than Yuri on Ice, but then again, it's a whole series. And then Yuri on Ice does technically have a pretty decent fan base, so... Barely! 657 human posts, just barely managed to make it. And also, okay, Yuri on Ice versus Danganronpa. I've never played Danganronpa, but even I know that is a very, very, very big community that it has. So yeah, 34,520 posts. Gosh, we might actually gosh, sometimes I encounter other Canadians on the internet, but it's legitimately a rare occurrence. You're Canadian? That's cool. That is pretty cool. That is pretty yeah, that is pretty cool. It's pretty neat. Pretty sweet even. But wait, it's definitely Danganronpa? Okay, yeah, this one, yeah. Ariel, I'm pretty sure, has a fair amount, but not enough to defeat the Titan that is Danganronpa. Oh crap. I mean, oh gosh dang. I kind of... Yeah, this one's gonna be tricky, isn't it? Ariel versus Mawil. 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 It's a Pokemon, but... and then, and then, and then, and then, and then, and then, yeah. Hmm. I'm trying so hard to understand. I'm trying just so hard to actually. Would anyone actually smash a Mawile versus Ariel with 3,000? Hmm. I'm going to say no, just because this very big pigtail piranha feature is very prominent. Okay. And look at that! Look at that! Look at that, my dearest degenerates. Feast your eyes upon the best streak of 10. We did it. We did it. I have been redeemed. I have had my redemption for getting only 3 out of 10 on the daily challenge. I said that if I reached 10, that would be my redemption. And look at that. We now have a best streak of 10. Yeah. I am so excited. I'm so very excited. I'm getting a little rambunctious. Wait, no politics, please. Wait. Oh, yeah, no politics. This is a silly zone. Yeah, but, yeah. We got that. This is a place of research and silly, but look at that. We now have a best streak of 10. Woo, 10. It's going to be Friday Night Funkin', isn't it? Yeah, probably. And you know what? Because we're technically not out of the race yet, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. That is actually way more than I thought. That is actually way more than I thought that she was going to have. The girlfriend from Friday Night Funkin' has 14,007. That is way more than I thought, but there was a time where Friday Night Funkin' was very, very popular. Anyway. Redeemed. Yes, redeemed. Marcy, redeemed. Because I'm ashamed to say it, but I got 3 out of 10 on the daily challenge, and so I said if I get a best streak of 10 on this last round, that'll be my redemption, and I got it. And anyway, 14,000. You sound a little surprised by that. I am too, but I mean, yeah, 14,000. Keep in mind that the AI results got filtered out, so those are 14,007 human-made posts right there. Human-made arts. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think that Ari from League of Legends is going to beat that. That is a very big, scary number. Very big, imposing number. Okay, well, she had what it took. She had what it took to beat that number. Okay, well, I applaud her. I applaud that. Wow. Okay. She. No. I mean, like, I want to remind you that I don't know much about what people make Rule 34 of. Yeah, Ari is a kitsune, so that's understandable. Oh yeah, she is a kitsune. I see the tails. Ari is the most popular character for fan art, I think. You see, this is what I get. This is what I get for not playing League of Legends, and this is what I get for this is what I get for not knowing League of Legends. But gosh, she apparently had what it took. she had what it took to take on that big 14,000 by a gosh. Trust me, Ari has that. I can see that. She's the poster girl of League. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I haven't looked at League of Legends in a while. That's pretty impressive though. 15,042 human posts. That's very impressive. That's a very impressive number. Very big. But yeah. At least we got a best streak of 11. We ended it with a best streak of 11. Even if I ended up looking like an absolute buffoon on the last one. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh. My Okay. And anyway, speaking of anyway, yeah, okay, what a way to end this stream. I got a best streak of 11. I clearly don't know League of Legends, and my VTuber body has stopped working. So yeah, this has been Rule 30 Fortle. Thank you guys for showing up to stream. Did you just go to the back rooms? Oh. Yeah, I'm currently oh gosh. Yeah, I'm currently frozen. I'm currently frozen. My VTuber body has stopped working. Because my VTuber body has become frozen. Probably from yeah. We'll just say my brain short-circuited. But yeah, my brain short-circuited at the end. We'll just say that. But yeah. But yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me on this stream with its ups and downs and very chaotic little ending. Very chaotic little ending that we just had. We have a best streak of 11 though. That's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if we'll stream this again. We might, but who knows. Anyway, yeah. Thank you guys for joining me, and have a fantabulistic, plaptastic day. I hope you guys had fun, because I sure did. Anyway, bye everybody. Have a fantabulistic, plaptastic day. Bye everybody. Bye. I still can't believe that Digimon had 30,000. 30,000. Okay. Bye everybody. Bye. Have a plaptastic day. Bye. Bye.